Oh my god, finally. The long and awaited third installment of the Bad Boys series. This sequel has been long awaited. It has been 17 years. The very first Bad Boy was released in 1995. It was super exciting, and the second one was released in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. It has taken this long for these guys to conjure up the third installment to this. I'm very excited to review this. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm pretty sure everyone else did, but I think I enjoyed it for different reasons than what I was anticipating. The movie had a lot of the original cast that I wanted to see, a lot of familiar faces, and yeah, just action-packed, fun start to end. I didn't complain, not one bit. Today I'll be doing a short review on Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life.
One last time. One last time.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. Ask the clubs, bad boy, that's what's up.
He trying to do them all. We're not just black, we're cops too. We'll pull ourselves over later.
It's official. I survived what I've been through. Y'all got drama, the saga continues. Bad boys. We ain't going nowhere.
You were right about the glasses. I've been telling your ass for a year.
He can't be stopped now.
Shit, Mike, he's in like HD.
Cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. Cause it's bad boy for life.
Bad boys.
Hey,
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come in?
No, never. Y'all will never do that again.
Yeah, and you fucking up the lyrics, which take a long time to learn.
Cause it's bad boy.
What is going on, guys? So, Bad Boys 3. This was a long-awaited installment for the Bad Boys series. I was waiting for this for years and years. It was constant rumors about it coming out, and stuff was just constantly falling through. It finally came through, and it was well worth the wait. Although I will say the movie felt like it was a little disconnected from the series. It felt like it was a little disconnected from the sequel. That probably in part due to the fact they had new directors. I don't know the guys' names. I'll post it on the screen in just a second. There we go. It just seemed like it was a different film, but it was still enjoyable. It felt like more of a action comedy from Mike and Will, from Martin and Will, instead of a Bad Boys film. If that makes sense. It was still super enjoyable. I still enjoyed all the action sequences and everything like that. It was just a little odd. So, some of the plot went as when Mike was in his early part of his career, he got involved with a drug cartel leader, Isabel. Him and Isabel got together and they had a son, but supposedly Will didn't know. The son's name is Armando. Will, along with the police department and judge, jury, and prosecutors, end up taking down the cartel, sending the husband, Benito, to jail, and Isabel. I'm not sure what happened to the son. I forgot what they said about him. But she got back out some kind of way. I think she escaped, or that she got out, and she wanted revenge on Will. And she wanted her son Armando to carry it out. But the job was for him to take out everybody that was involved and take out Will last. Armando got Brody and took out Will first. He took out Will after Marcus's retirement celebration. Marcus wanted to retire, and he went ahead and went through with it, and they had a huge celebration, a huge party, for him, settling down and just chilling out and enjoying life in his retirement. That's when Mike got killed, supposedly. Mike was going through a very intensive recovery while he was recovering, Armando was on the loose, taking out everybody from prosecutors to judge, I think members of the jury. He took out Captain. Took out Captain Howard. That really caught me off guard. When Captain Howard got hit and just the way it happened, it really caught me off guard. So the majority of the film, well, the majority of the middle of the film is Mike coming out of recovery, trying to convince Marcus to come back into work and help him find the guy that tried to take him out. Marcus is trying to convince Mike, like, listen, I'm done with this. I made a promise to God that if you came out alive, that I would no longer, contribute to violence, which confuses me. Marcus kept feeling so bad about, gunfire and shooting and things like that. And you're a cop. You're not out here shooting innocent people. You're out here dealing damage to criminals. But he always felt bad about it. He always did. He never liked it. It's like his dynamic was always opposite of where he worked. He seemed like he worked at Verizon Wireless, not as a police officer for 17 plus years, or a detective. You're detectives. You know what I mean? So it was really puzzling. It's funny, but it just doesn't make sense in the actual reality of two detectives who've had this much years of experience in this field. Why you're incapable of handling a weapon or seeing blood or handling yourself in combat, and your partner is well capable. Sometimes too capable. But that's pretty much how the plot was driven. There was a part where they ended up finally meeting up with the mother and the son. It just seemed like the movie went quick. Like it just didn't seem like there was much middle area. With Bad Boys 2, it seemed like there were like 5 to 6 sequences of what seemed like separate events. On this one, it seemed like it was maybe 2. And Bad Boys 2 just felt like such a full movie compared to Bad Boys 3. Even though they were roughly around the same length of time, it was just puzzling to me. There was a part at the end where Will and the son kind of, make amends, but the payoff just wasn't there because I had no emotions toward the son. I didn't know who he was. He looked nothing like Will, which is, of course, that's going to happen. But it's just like I had no emotion, no sense of anything towards the son. So when they made their amends, it was just like, Then they're hinting at another installment of this for the sequel. Now they're talking about him helping the police and, like a to be continued kind of vibe. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? We don't need to see Bad Boys 4. Like, as exciting as that would have been to hear years ago, I don't know if I'm willing to see that. Overall, great film. Done well, just a little disconnected to me. Some few little holes in the story, but other than that, excellent film. I recommend anybody going to see it. You want to get a good laugh, get a little action in, get your little action fix, and take a loved one, take a girlfriend, boyfriend. You have a good time. I will rate this movie 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being really, really good to go and see, the best. I'm gonna give this movie an 8. I'm taking those 2 off for that disconnected son story, disconnected girlfriend story, and it's been 17 years. Martin could have got in shape. Martin was so fat, and I don't even really think he was necessarily fat. It's just his face was. So everything he said, it just looked like he was fat. Like everything he said just looked like I'm fat. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. It was just, it's 17 years. You're detectives. I can't expect you to necessarily be in tip-top shape, but you got to be in better shape than what he was in, and be able to handle yourself a bit better. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. It was a really short review. I'm not gonna go too long or too further in depth with this one. Pretty much it is what it is, right on the surface. I'm rating this one an 8 out of 10. Go ahead and see it. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you thought of the movie, what stood out to you, what was your favorite things, what you didn't like, what holes you saw in the movie as well. Until next time, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace.